game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game.
Transferring to Alabama, which offered him NIL money to go there. Tyler Smith was going to agree to this. He's going to transfer to Alabama, so that's a big point taken here for Tyler Smith. And he goes on to say he dominated. These are the big teams that Tulsa played. He dominated Ohio State. He dominated Cincinnati and Oklahoma State. The last couple of years on their schedule. Very nasty player. Still raw, but wildly athletic. I got it. Again, high penalties, fundamentally slow up, where he just, when in doubt, he just grabs and reaches for it. It is the all-on-one roll,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. An option handoff here to Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And finally taken down at the 15. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. Now it's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It was Marcus Golden that time who came roaring in to get him. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. first down. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And that is caught. Touchdown.
Fucking go!
Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this
Never give up.
Final seconds of the first half.
Never give up. Never give up. Never give up.
They'll look to throw.
Yo!
First and goal as they try to finish up.
Yo! Never give up. Never give up.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now.
Ebook out now.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game.
Roll raggy.
Including you or I was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, stealing it.
Roll raggy.
Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella.
Life hits you fast.
2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Right
Huge.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Legs.
On the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Chop it up.
Partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And down inside the 15 he goes. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Here's Conner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Andy Isabella.
Like it fast.
And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our
offense unstoppable.
Here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Yo, shit, cuz you know where it's at.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Whoa, what? This is not even a real-life fucking Ravens team, but they never trusted anyone. What are you talking about? Oh, this guy died! He died in front of my eyes.
Jackson. And he's
Stop it,
brought
yeah.
down.
This man was dead before
The
that.
defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game defensively. And he'll get in. Touchdown.
EA Sports is on some whack shit.
J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
J.J. Watt freezing up. This guy freezing up on the screen. That's fucking crazy. Glitching live. That's fucking crazy.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, Murray. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Arizona. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. There we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a
offense unstoppable. Shit is too nice.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he died right before my eyes.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Don't do that again. Do not do that again.
Second and a couple.
Your man is dead.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the
He's learning.
Pushes way out to about the 44 here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And he's got the 1st down as he brings this up to the 47.
Spaghetti-o.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
Spaghetti-o.
Second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Uh-oh, buddy. Uh-oh, buddy. Uh-oh, buddy. Uh-oh, buddy.
Flush to his right.
Oh, doesn't even let me switch over.
And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two.
Oh, yeah,
Let's go for the win.
And now they're going to go for
all
two
right,
and a
whisper
possible
it.
win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One last shot for Jackson. Forced out to his left.
EA Sports.
No flags.
EA Sports.
There may be a play away from winning the football game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep down.
Oh, EA Sports. It's in the